Um, yeah, yeah. So see if Alright, family, we are back live. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with the live call in, but we are back live. And things are real heavy, in the news right now with what was going on with George Floyd. Now with the Brooks shooting, and then turn around and it really doesn't matter that that this wasn't violence that's being portrayed by whites or blacks, but just for the fact that someone lost their life through just gun violence, period. I'm not one that's gonna be an advocate for saying we don't need to guns, we don't need to have guns, or we should have guns. Either way, people protect themselves how they want to protect themselves, you know what I'm saying, and that's pretty much how that go. If you have means to protect yourself, or if you have valuables that you feel that you need to carry a firearm, protect yourself, then by all means, then you have to do that. But the 4 people, now that they're saying 5 people that were shot, killed on Batesford Road on Sunday night, is a real mile marker. It may not be nationwide. Now some people have called down here to Charlotte and said, is everything okay? What's going on? So obviously you have some people who have seen the coverage of that nationwide. So whether it was nationwide or not, just the fact that it happened and how it affect people locally or nationwide is going to be very detrimental to just the energy of the movement that that has been working itself up for the last couple of weeks. It's terrible that happened. They how niggas always love to make conspiracy theory, and and love to make abracadabra stories, what I like to call them. You know, because you can look at video, you can look at pictures, you can try to imagine things, you can try to say, oh, look at this part right here, look at this part right there. But I just me per se, I don't feel that people have to go to the extent of making a conspiracy theory happen, because as out of control as niggas are, niggas make their own tragedies happen. You don't have to have, some white man come in and help. Now I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but a lot of times, as soon as something happens, we always looking for that. We're looking for, the smoke in the mirror. We're looking for it to be some reason. Or they killed him on this day. They said he was gonna die because he was on The Simpsons. Like the whole Kobe Bryant thing. They always want to, make it seem as if, you some way off in La La Land, as if you don't know what time it is. So we at a point in history now to where there is no more negotiation. You know what I mean? There's no more negotiation, because the negotiation has been had for the last 50 years. And when people come to the table now and they see that, hey, we're not making any progress. We're not getting anywhere. So if we go out and march, we're just marching just for exercise. Because we marching to do what? What are we marching for at this point? To go out in the street and have, 4 to 5 bodies in the street? I mean, the event that happened this weekend, it wasn't from marching per se. It was from, celebrating the Juneteenth. But, all of this energy is being worked up from this, this 2020 year that they've been, anticipating for the last 20 years or 30 years. When they came out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles way back in 85, 88, whatever year they came out with it, and it was giving us, insight. The Jetsons giving us insight on the year 2020. And they've been giving us this, I don't know the description for it, but they've been giving us this this build up. But there's a more technical word that I want to use. But they've given us this build up to where now that the year 2020 is here, and whatever they've planned for this year may be exactly what's going on now. And we're participating in it. And as it says on your dollar bill, making order out of chaos. Let's see if any got anybody on the line. No callers on the line. But yeah. So, am I still live? Let's see. Yeah, I'm still live. Okay. So yeah, if we're looking at the topic of today's show, which is defending or defunding the police after what happened yesterday or on Sunday That's the question. So anyone that want to call in, voice your opinion. Let's hear from the people. If you're out there, talk to me. Let's hear what you got to say. Let's see here. I wonder if I can make my how I can make this stay on longer. I'm not sure how you do that, but maybe just stay on just a little bit longer for me. I know what I can do. Something like that. Something like that. Do something like that. Alright. Alright. So let's see what's. I had some interesting topics. It's funny how the whole time we been going through these killings and everything of the black people, you ain't really heard much from the NAACP. I wonder what's up with that. Like, where's the NAACP right now? Anybody heard from Al Sharpton? I ain't seen Al Sharpton on the news anywhere. I heard anything from him. I ain't really a TV man like that, but maybe I missed him. But I ain't seen Al Sharpton. I ain't seen the NAACP. I ain't seen them come out and voice their opinion on anything really. I mean, they ain't sneezed around nobody who even talking about it. I ain't seen or heard from the NAACP. But I guess we ain't gonna hear from them unless they got a hand in a pot or something to get some stuff stirring. I guess it's a little bit too chaotic for them right now because people ain't really trying to hear nothing. Like people ain't on that right now. People ain't on kumbaya and listening to what somebody trying to say and oh, you need to do this and X, Y, and Z. People ain't on that. People right now, they just want to be crazy. People are being crazy right now. And they're going to stay being crazy until I guess they feel, or maybe what happened Saturday is going to kind of, knock the craziness off of people. Who knows? But old Al Sharpton and them in the NAACP, they seem to be ghosts right now. And another thing too, I have nothing against Spanish people or anything like that, but I just want everybody to kind of pay attention right now. You don't hear very many of the Spanish people saying anything in support of what's going on. I may be in the blind. I may not be paying attention. I may not be seeing what's going on. But I'm not seeing any hardcore Spanish people, chanting BLM. They don't get involved in that. When black people make their stance and they say what they gonna do and all that kind of stuff like that, they always want to include us brown, black, and whatever brothers, putting the Mexican in with them, but the Mexican don't never put himself in with you. So why you feel me? Why you want to put yourself in with the Mexican when he don't want to? He not putting himself in with you. Nothing against the Mexican. He cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we know how we operate with the Mexican here in the country. We cool with you. But when you go handle your business, you don't come holler at us to put us in your business. And we appreciate that. But in return, what we need to do is stand up for ourselves and handle our business and stop trying to put the Mexican in our business. It's almost like some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, we were on Beatty Road Friday. We went down Beatty Road. We ended up in the middle of the in the middle of the celebration. We ended up in the middle of it accidentally, just going down Beatty Road. Probably about 9. It was getting dark, so it was probably about 9:15, 9:30, something like that. And I mean, before we knew it just the traffic got thick. It slowed down, and then you couldn't go no more. The traffic was on both sides of the street, and people was everywhere. You couldn't go in reverse because there was traffic behind you as well. And it seemed like it happened just like that. It seemed like within, I mean, 5 to 10 seconds, you was at Freaknik. It was just that quick, that many people. And it was a nice protest. Everything was calm. People were pumping their fists, Black Power, and but there's always that element. There's always that element for that ingredient of chaos to overtake. The peaceful protest that people are doing, and once that element of chaos, once it stick your head out, man. What happened? They popping. So I was just checking out a live stream, and people are still out. People are not letting that damper their their routine of living their life. People are still out in the streets. People are still going out to protest. It seems. It's not stopping anything. The the police are probably out still. They're patrolling. If we do defund them, will they be able to recover from a defunding of the people from a private source? That's the thing. If we were to if we were to defund the police, would they be funded by a private source? That's a good question. Because once they're funded by a private source, then they can assume whatever type of practices they want, because they're private. Let's see. The whitewashing to blend the black on black crime with oppression measures by police is heavy today. I need to log off. Some of you are still enslaved mentally, and it shows. If you don't, and once of speculation that the police, government, and your little elected officials could pull off the beginning of a race war, delete me now with your sleep ass. It's crazy. I've been reading these books, and they state things like this are to come. For fear mongering is real. Argue with your mama. I do my research and read. Do you? Wow. That was That was a post someone made on Facebook, and they have a picture of two books. One is the Behold a Pale Horse, and the other one is The Fixer. Bottom feeders, crooked lawyers, gossip mongers, porn stars who created the 45th president. Wow, that must be a new book, The Fixer. I have the Behold the Pale Horse. I don't have The Fixer. I'm going to have to look that one up. Behold the Pale Horse is a book that, was written back in the day, which is a very, very popular book inside the correctional facility. A lot of people wanted to get a hold of that book back in the early 2000s, 2002, 2003. That book was very sought after just because of the way the book came out. The man who wrote the book was killed in the manner that he was killed. That's when the conspiracy thing really started to kind of kick off, because the manner that that Cooper was killed in really, kind of let it be known that if you are privy to certain information, is that you will be silenced, I guess. In so many words to speak. So let's see here. Comments and reactions. But yeah, that was so we ended the live. That was maybe about an hour ago. We came back on the live for about 23 minutes now. This was the first live. It was kind of rough, but they will get better. Stay tuned. We have a roster coming up. We'll be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock. And that'll be every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock. Stay tuned. I am Mr. Burn One. And remember, don't lighten up, tighten up. Peace.